Welcome to the Guitar of Consciousness. That was my brand new song called Beautiful. And this series is about access consciousness. So we're going to be talking about stuff in this video about where you my friend, can start having beautiful things show up in your life. Would you like to start having beautiful things show up in your life? Look at this, like this is a wildflower. You know, some people will consider this as a weed. Some people consider this is not, you know, not native, this and that. Though, look how beautiful it is. So, access consciousness is about, you know, everything, includes everything and judges nothing. Includes everything and judges nothing. And I didn't know this plant was actual term weed in this reality. I just saw this plant. I'm like, whoa, that's got a phenomenal color. It looks beautiful. I'm like, whoa, how does it get any better than that? So I saw the beauty in it, and then it contributed to me with the beauty in my video. So the thing is, access shows you a way around having to like judge stuff. Includes everything and judges nothing. When we judge something, we can't actually see the beauty in it. So that's what access consciousness is about. It's allowing you to actually choose something different. Choose a reality where you do have more beautiful things show up in your life. Would you like that? Would you like that, my friend? Well, then maybe what this series is about is for you. So yes, the song's called Beautiful, and we're going to do some tools and questions from Access, just allowing you to start having beauty and beautiful things showing up in your life. So what we can say every morning when we wake up: who am I today, and what grand and glorious adventures am I willing to have show up today? By you asking that every morning, a new adventure awaits. A new adventure just starts showing up. I said it when it first came out. You know, Dr. Dane here, he said, you know, say this. I'm like, what's to lose? What's there to lose by me saying some words? There was nothing for me to lose, because my life wasn't working before Access. I was ready to adios out of this world, you know. So if it wasn't for Access Consciousness, there will be no me filming today. There will be no Guitar of Consciousness. You know why? Because I just didn't enjoy life. Every time I try to, like, I've been playing guitar almost 20 years now, and it was just too hard. You know, you get somewhere and then kaboom, you're flattened like a pancake, you know. And then you squeeze up and you get up again, and then you're flattened again by another pancake. You know, you become another pancake. You're always getting bombarded with this stuff. And I feel like I wasn't going forward. I feel like I was going a little bit, 2 steps forward, and I was going 10 steps back. Always 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. I was never my career of music there was no career in my music because it wasn't going anywhere. So that's where my whole life, 15 years of playing guitar, mucking around with bands here and there and performing, it was just all like, you know, I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the questions to allow me to, or to guide me in a way where I could actually have my capacity actually, you know, exponentialized. I didn't have that. I didn't know what to do. I asked this person things, maybe they know a little bit more than what I knew. They don't. Access empowers you to know that you know. Empowers you to know that you know. So what that is, it's makes you the valuable product. It makes you valuable, my friend. When I made other people valuable, you know, all those people valuable, my life wasn't working. It was not working. My music career wasn't working. Because I kept making other people value, kept asking them for advice. What should I do here? What should I do there? If you're in that situation, you, my friend, if you're in that situation, that's where you have to do something different. Albert Einstein says, we always do the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. It doesn't work. We have to do something different. We have to do something different. And by me choosing Access Consciousness and combining that with my guitar skills, my guitar music, that's transformed it. I know where to go. I know what to do now. I know what to be. I know what energy is required to actually create something here, to actualize it, to bring it to fruition. I know the tools have shown me. They've shown me. Gary Douglas, the founder of Access. Hats off to you, man. I fucking love you, man. If it wasn't for you bringing out consciousness 30 years ago, you know, things like this, things like my guitar of consciousness wouldn't be created. You know, I always went up to those 2 steps and then 10 steps back. 2 steps, 10 steps back. Eventually I'm in the parking lot back there. You know, we're always in the parking lot, never creating our lives. Let's be on the stage in front of the audience, showing our capacity out there. You know, so Access has shown me that I can actually start choosing my capacities. Beautiful things can actually start showing up in my life. You've got to ask. You can ask this question as well. Universe, show me something beautiful. Universe, show me something beautiful today. Ask it every day. You know, the times that I did ask it, you know, I'll go outside and, you know, see something beautiful. Like, it could be even like a tree you look at. You're like, oh, whoa, never saw that tree like before, but it's in your neighborhood. You've passed it all the time. And because you've asked that question, you go out there and you actually notice it. Even though it's been there for so long. There's things beautiful everywhere around us, but we're not actually asking the question to allow it to actually show up. So when I'm going certain places, I see beautiful things out where I've never seen them before. Because my eyes are wiped clean. You know, I haven't got all those people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions cluttering up my head. I haven't got that anymore as much as I used to before. So I can actually see. I can actually see for the first time in my life. I can see the beauty. I can see the beauty in others. When you see the beauty in others, you can see it in yourself too. So start seeing the beauty, asking for the beauty to actually start showing up. What would it take? What would it take? What would it take, my friend, for you to actually have beauty showing up in your life? What contribution can I be for you to allow beauty to show up in your life, my friend? You know, Dr. Dane here is contributing to me so much, is seeing my own beauty. Now, I would like to contribute to you and showing you that there is beauty out there. You have to clean these little puppies up because it is out there. Dr. Dane here had when he first had his access bars. He had his access bars run. And we'll put a little picture of that right there, so you know what access bars is. And the first time he had this process, he looked at his apartment building and he looks up at the sky and he's like, has it always been this beautiful? Has it always been this beautiful? Has it always been this beautiful? Yes, it has. Though we have stuff on our eyes, not allowing it to have clarity. So he asked, he goes, whoa, has it been this beautiful before? You know, after he had the access bars process done to him. So access consciousness can transform your life, my friend. He was in one of the states in the United States where he was one of the poorest states out there, in the ghetto. He lived up in the ghetto where he didn't have any money. So he went from having no money to millions and millions and millions of dollars, because he actually found out, you know what, the earth is actually beautiful. When he actually acknowledged that things are beautiful, they can actually start contributing to you. So when you actually ask things for beautiful to show up in your life, they're going to actually start contributing to you. Imagine if you your sister or your brother, imagine if you went up to them and said, fuck, you're beautiful. But said it in a way where it's no competition. It's not a way to get power over them. It's just like, you're beautiful. You know? Imagine if you said it like that. They're going to feel that. But if you say like, oh, you're beautiful. You're going to have the energy with it. You're beautiful. You know, have the energy. So we can misidentify, misapply certain things, like certain words like that, we have to have the energy. We have to be congruent with the energy. So when you do say that to someone, they'll be like, you'll break apart their universe. Their universe will be like, whoa, someone actually not acknowledged me for once, forever. You're going to break apart their crappy universe and allow them to come into a different universe, allowing them to reopen a new universe and having a new possibility of ease and joy and glory. The mantra of access, all of life, comes to me with ease and joy and glory. You allow that to be their universe, and it's going to be simultaneously. When you contribute and acknowledge someone, they're going to do the same to you. But you can't expect, my friend, this is the big puppy. You can't expect that puppy to come back and lick you. You can't expect them to, instantaneously, it's got to be, oh, they're going to give me $100 or $50, or it's got to be, paid in return straight away. It's contribute to someone, and what happens when you let it go? You let it go. The whole universe steps in and says, here we go, we are going to contribute to you. Would you like one person to contribute to you, or the whole universe? For this video clip, I was asking, a field with wild flowers. I was asking for something wild in the open space. And I asked the universe, I'm like, universe, where can I find this? And I found some places, but they were in Perth. I'm in Sydney, and Perth is the other side of the country. And I'm like, we could go to Perth, though with Corona and this and that, flights and stuff. So, I kept asking, what else is possible? What else is possible here? Where else can I go? And just a week and a half ago, my sister, my worldwide coordinator, fucking love her. She's my sister, and she said, let's go out to get some coffees. So we went for a drive, and we came out to this. This is only about half an hour from my house. And she goes, let's go to this area here. And we started just driving, and we drove around this nice country road, and kabam! An ocean of wildflowers, just out of there like that. And some people are like, oh, how did that happen? But that's how you fuck it. How did that happen? That's, eliminate that from your vocabulary. Eliminate that. How did that happen? What you say instead, cool. What would it take for more of that to show up? Cool. What would it take for more of that to show up? See what I mean? I asked for wildflowers in open spaces and I let it go. I knew, because I've been asking questions for a while now with Access, I knew that if I kept asking questions about it, it will show up. I'll let go of the projections, expectations, the conclusions. I let them go, and I asked the universe, show me where to go to film this. And all it took was my sister Bianca to go, let's go for a drive. We went down a country road and there, open field. No fences, open field, just there. You know, that easy. It can be that easy if you let go of the projections, expectations, separation, the judgments, the rejections. They're all there to limit us. What we can do, we can just say pock and pod. Pock and pod all those projections, expectations, separation, judgment, and rejections. Pock and pod, 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 pock and pod. All right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nice, shorts, boys and beyond. The clean statement of Access. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nice, shorts, boys and beyond. So all the projections and expectations, separations, judgment, rejections I have of this. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nice, shorts, boys and beyonds. Or the projections, expectations, separations, judgments and rejections I have of all of this. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nice, shorts, boys and beyonds. And that's going to allow you to lose all of that projection, expectation, all that. It's going to allow you to lose all that, so then you can allow the universe to pour in from all directions to all directions, from the back, from the sides, from the top, from the bottom, pour in from the whole, from everywhere. And then it will guide you where to go. Like, you know, I wasn't cognitive thinking logically in my head how this is going to work out, how I'm going to find those wildflowers. It showed up because I asked the question. I asked the question with no expectation. And so that's how we found this place. And that was a week and a half ago. Me and my sister were like, oh, they're in bloom, they look phenomenal. You know, my suit wasn't ready. I still didn't have the studio. So, you know, there was time. So then what did I do? I said, Earth. The thing is, the more you do Access Consciousness, you're going to be more in communion with the Earth. And that's where more beautiful things are going to show up in your life, when you have more communion with the Earth. What you can ask there is, everything that doesn't allow me to have communion with the Earth, destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nice, shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere it doesn't allow me to have communion with the Earth, destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nice, shorts, boys and beyonds. And yeah, that's how we found this place. Oh yeah, and like with the flowers, it was a week and a half ago. We thought, like, you know, they're going to dull down, they're not going to be as colourful. I asked a question in it. Question empowers, answer disempowers. So I knew that. So thank you, Access. I love you too, Access. I love you, Gary and Dane. So I asked, in that moment, I asked the question. So I'm like, okay, flowers, Earth, what's it going to take for these flowers to be even more colourful, to outcreate the colour, to be able to, you know, when the time is required for me to film, to look phenomenal. What's it going to take for these flowers to look phenomenal? And guess what? They were more phenomenal now than they were a week and a half ago. How does it get any better than that? How does it get any better than that? You ask and you shall receive, my friend. Ask and you shall receive, my friend. I asked, what would it take for these flowers to bloom and be more colourful the time of recording, and it showed up. And it showed up. So how does it get any better than that? So I'm going to give you a bit of a home play. Go somewhere in nature. Might be your backyard. It might be, you know, somewhere where you've never been before. Go out in some open space or in the woods, or where you can have some communion with nature. Take off your shoes and just walk with nature and do this. Everywhere I've been disconnected from the earth, everywhere I've been made wrong to actually enjoy the earth, everywhere I've been vilified about having communion with the earth, well, I now destroy and uncreate all of that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. All of life comes to merry ease and joy and glory. So walk out in nature, and everywhere you've been disconnected from the earth, everywhere you've been made wrong to actually have communion with the earth, everywhere you've been vilified for, you know, not allowing that to be a possibility for you, well, we now destroy and uncreate all of that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all night, shorts, boys and beyonds. Run that process while you're outdoors in nature. Go barefoot or whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, and you can actually start having new. You're gonna have the earth as your best friend. Would you like to have your earth as your best friend, so it can contribute to you like this? Has it? You know, I've never seen something like this. A sea of purple, you know, in one area. So you can have the earth be your best friend. You can have that beauty show up in your life. It's just a choice. It's a choice, my friends. It's a choice you have to make. You have to demand of this buddy in here. You have to demand of you. Demand of yourself to, there's going to be a different possibility showing up. A different possibility, you know. More of ease and joy and glory showing up. More of that. Ask for that to show up. Demand. I'm having ease show up in my life. I'm having joy showing up in my life. I'm having glory showing up in my life. Ask it. Ask it. Ask it, my friends. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my song. That was beautiful. And what else is possible now, huh? for future recordings. And yeah, I'm doing this for you, my friends. I'm doing it, you know, for me as well. It just, when I'm doing this, it just brings, you know, brings joy to my world, brings joy to my world when I see, you know, lifts your spirits up. You know, I just recently did a live, and I had someone saying, "Oh, that was so fucking awesome, this and that," and just his energy, like that touched me. You know, like I can change someone's life like that. You know, so that contributes to me when I see when you guys and girls, your life changes. So whenever something shows up differently for you, put that. Send me an email. Send me an email and say what Access has done for you, what the Guitar of Consciousness has done for you. Send me an email. Send me something saying what it's done for you. You know, I like to hear that. I like to hear your story, my friend. See what's getting created for you. So yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like this video. Show your friends. And big thanks to my crew, Jake Savich, my lead photographer. She's done pretty much all my Guitar of Conscious videos, so hats off to her. You know, there'll be a picture right there. So yeah, thank you. If it wasn't for her, you know, my film wouldn't be beautiful as it is. So if you'd like her to be one of your videographers, photographers, she's EJG Photography. And what else is possible with all of that? And yeah, my worldwide coordinator, Bianca Freno. She does all my business stuff. She does all the stuff that, you know, other musicians don't want to do. They're like, I don't want to do that stuff. You know, she does it easily. It's because she enjoys, does it. And, you know, so ask for you to actually have people contribute to your life. What would it take for people to show up in my life that can contribute to me, contribute to them, and actually have communion. You can start actually having communion. I'd like to say thanks to Charles for making this shirt. I'll put his little logo right there. Yeah, he made this shirt for me. Oh, phenomenal. He said it took him 4 hours to do, so hats off to you as well, my friend. And yeah, my tailor Sam, thanks my friend for doing my stuff. So what else is possible? And I just thank a lot of Access facilitators, you know, Gary the founder, Coke founder, Dr. Dane here, Simone Milicis, Brenda Watt, and Sarah O'Hara, that's Gary's daughter. She's phenomenal. If you'd like to do some classes with her and any of them, search them up, have a look what they do. You know, my sister, she also does facilitation she does Access Bars classes. She's going to be a CF pretty much soon. So ask, you know, if you want to do a class with my sister, do a class with one of them, choose my friend. All right, my friends, it's been a long time, but here we are. And what else is possible for the future? And start living, my friend. Start living. Like, start living, all right? All right, my friends. Until next time, I'll see you later.